Learning hybrid photography, one day at a time.
Become a smarter photographer every day at discovermirrorless.com.
It's free and phone and tablet friendly.
Hey guys, how's it going? Stephen Lynch out here in Los Angeles for discovermirrorless.com. As you know, I got my new Panasonic Lumix G5 last week, and I'm loving it. It's a great camera, and it's so much fun. But I've been faced with a little bit of a dilemma. I don't have a bag that fits the G5 right. I've been using this Lowepro Edit Series 110 for my GF3, but it's just too tight for the G5. And everything else I have is for a DSLR with a longer lens or for carrying a lot of gear at one time. I got some backpacks, got some large Lowepro shoulder bags, even have a crumpler. And they're just a little too large. I need something that's nice and small, compact. I can take the G5 with me with a couple of lenses, and I'd be really happy with that. So I took a little quick trip out to one of my local retail stores and to see what I could find. And all I've really been able to see is a lot of cases for point and shoots or for a larger DSLR with longer lenses. And they don't seem to be selling much that fits for the Micro Four Thirds. I did find a few though, and so what I decided to do was make myself a little bit of a challenge and see what I could find going to a bunch of other stores. And what I did is I set a few different requirements for a bag, and I wrote them down, and I went out and see what I could find. First of all, it's got to be from a local store. I got to be able to buy it local. I like being able to try the bags out, stick the camera in them, and see how it fits. Also, if I need to return them for whatever reason, it's really easy compared to online. Another thing, it's got to be affordable. So I've set myself a $50 budget. There's a lot of nice bags in that $70 to $80, $100 range, but I'm still on a tight budget. So $50 is my max. Anything below that, awesome. Another thing, it's got to be able to fit the G5 with one of the lenses, or any of the lenses would be great, and a couple of other lenses. Anything more than that would be again really be awesome, but not necessary. The last requirement is that it's got to have a little bit of extra storage space, because I tend to carry my wallet and maybe a cell phone and my passport for when I'm traveling. I also have a little iPad SD card reader and a Square credit card reader, which is really cool because I can use that. I pop it on my phone, and I can use that for scheduling a session. So yeah, it's got to have a little extra storage space so I can take a few of my extra things, and I'd be really happy with that. So I went out to some of my local retailers, went to Fry's Electronics, which is on the West Coast. I've seen them as far east as Vegas, I think. I also went to my Target and Best Buy. So again, I'm seeing a lot of the same things, point and shoot cases, and the larger for a big SLR with a longer lens. But I was able to find a few things. So I want to help you to weed out what is out there in case you're looking for a case too. First on my list, I found a lot of these edit cases, which work great for like a pen or for a the GF series from Panasonic. Any of the small Micro Four Thirds cameras work really well for this. You can take the camera with one of the lenses, maybe a couple lenses with you, and that works great. Another one that I really liked is this one. It's the Edit 130. It's a little bit larger than the 110, and it can actually fit, more comfortably the GF3 in it with a couple of lenses. It can also fit my G5, but only with my 14mm attached while I'm carrying two other lenses. Without that, I need to, leave one of the other lenses at home. So it's a little bit of a downside. It does have some cool, storage space, but I love these Edit series bags. They work really well, and they're really made for video cameras, but they work real good for these compact camera systems. Another one that I've found a lot of at the stores was the Lowepro Adventura 140. The Adventura is really cool. It's got a lot of pockets. It's that traditional black camera bag. It's got an orange interior, and it works really well for the G5 actually. But the one big problem with it is they only come with two dividers. It's really designed for like a Rebel series camera with some longer lenses, a couple long lenses with it. It does have some nice storage area and some pockets on the side, and does come with a fairly nice strap, so that's a plus. But you know, it's not really made for a compact camera system. So unless you have some extra dividers already laying around from some other bags, or you want to go out and buy the extra dividers, which you know, you can order online, but they do not sell them in the stores, it's not going to work for a micro four thirds camera very well. It's unfortunate, but at the plus side, the bag only costs $24, which makes it a real good value. And if you're on a budget, that's great. Another thing actually is that this Edit 130, you can pick it up at Amazon for about $8, give or take. Best bang for the buck. Another one that I've actually been seeing around at some of the stores is a name that we've all known for quite a while, and that is Manfrotto. They're relatively new on the bag scene, and honestly, I really cannot recommend them. The materials and craftsmanship of their bags just isn't up to par compared to a Lowepro or a Tamrac. They're also wasting a ton of space, and the divider system inside of them, it doesn't really work too well. It's really large, and it's made for, you know, those big lenses, and half the bag you can't even adjust the dividers in it. It's smooth, so big downer. Also, with their front pocket, it's made for a specialized Lowepro accessory, which they don't even sell in the stores, and it has no real organization. Tons of wasted space. They could have put pockets all over this thing. I'm just not happy with it, so I would stay away from the Manfrotto bags for now, and you know, stick to the Lowepros, the Tamracs, and that kind of stuff. This is actually one right here that I found at Target. I like this bag a lot. It does top off at the budget at about $49. It's made by a company called Golla, which is in Finland. They're not made in Finland, but they are designed there. This one is the Golla Generation Mobile SLR tablet bag. Believe it or not, this thing will fit your camera in it and an iPad. Pretty cool, I think. But I actually really like this bag. It will fit an iPad too, even though it looks really skinny. But the biggest problem I've found with this one is that the opening where you stick your camera in and out is very tight, and I'm afraid I'm just gonna scratch my new camera up. And at the top of the budget, you know, it's got a few quirks that I'm just not too big on, so that's about all I could find at the regular retail stores. So I decided to head out to one of my favorite local camera shops. It's called Cam Photo over in Burbank, and it's a fabulous little store. It's you know, locally ran and a little mom and pop type shop, and it happens to be one of the borrowlenses.com drop off and pickup locations in the area, which is really cool. That's something I just actually learned, and you know, they're a specialized photo store, so they have a lot more selection in bags. Got to check out a lot more things and see what I really liked. So I was able to find this cool bag, which I think works actually perfectly for my needs. This is the Lowepro Event Messenger 100. It's a relatively new line of bags for Lowepro. I think they came out about last year. And this Event Messenger 100 is specifically designed for a compact camera system. It actually comes with 4 dividers in it. So I can literally take my G5 and I can stack about 5 additional lenses with it. It's got, you know, you have to stack on top of each other, but it's better than stacking them without any kind of padding or protection at all. Also, it's got a very discreet look to it, and it's got a lot of storage space. I can hold my wallet, I can hold some, you know, pen, I can hold my iPad card reader. All that kind of stuff fits in here. Also, it has these really cool flaps right here. You can, you know, flip the things over and turn it into a Velcro closer, or you can flip them back and make it silent. So if you're working in a, you know, an area where you need to keep the sound down, a church or something like that, you can be able to close it with the buckle, and it works really well. The buckle is pretty discreet too, so you really have to kind of dig in here to open it up, which is good if you're working, you know, someplace that's a little iffy and you are wary of people trying to steal your camera or anything in your bag. Now, if you like to use a water bottle and stick it in your bag, it's got these pockets right here. but they are a little tight. So maybe those mini water bottles would work a little better. It also has this little compartment here, which is really cool if you want to stick a little map, travel map, business cards, any of that kind of stuff. The G5 is about the largest camera you'd want to put in it. If you had a GH3, I would suggest you jump up to the next size up, the Event Messenger 150, and it's only $10 more, but it gets you a lot more space, and you can fit a tablet inside of it, like an iPad. Great bag overall. I really dig the size and the stylings. Unfortunately, it does top off at the budget at about $49. So that's one of the negatives about it. But I don't mind spending that much for a bag as long as I can really use it and enjoy it, and I like all the features it has. If there's some negatives, I'm gonna stay away from it. So yeah, the Event Messenger 100 from Lowepro, it's a great bag. I can definitely recommend it. It's very small, very discreet. Unfortunately, top of the budget, it's a little expensive, but I think you get a really good value for what the features that it comes with. I know a lot of you have your own favorite bag, and I welcome you to add it in the comments section, and I'm gonna check them out because I'm really interested in what other people are using. But I gotta go now. I actually gotta figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with all these extra bags. But I will see you again next time, all right? Peace out.
Learning hybrid photography, one day at a time.
Become a smarter photographer every day at discovermirrorless.com.
It's free and phone and tablet friendly.